In this club, I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master and I'm going to be showing you some replays today. I'm using Dark Magician. So this is how I have my Dark Magician deck. I even put Maxi back in my deck. Oh, actually, I do want to mention that in some replays, like for this, for example, I don't have Maxi. I kind of update my deck sometimes. So during the replays, I'll just show you how it looks at the end. But yeah, just want to let you know that I change the deck sometimes because, just to improve it and things like that. We'll see what works. Anyway, I'm dueling against dinosaurs or something in this replay. Yeah, dinosaurs. Then they synchro summoned into this dragon, and they activated an effect here and summoned this monster. Another synchro summon. They went into Baron de Fleur. I might put this in my Blue Eyes deck. I'm going to test that out actually. Anyway, I got a Harpy's Feather Duster, dead draw because look at this, they don't have spells and traps. I did this on purpose just so they can negate it. But what else can I do, So that got negated, and then I set Magician's Navigation down and Call by the Grave. And then I special summon Dark Magician in defense because, 3000 attack. So, yeah. Like, I could attack that, but then, Anyway, they activated the effect. They were going to target Magician Navigation. I activated it. Luckily, it was Magician Navigation because I was just going to activate it anyway. So I summoned Dark Magician and Apprentice. And then I believe I activated Apprentice's effect. Yep. I kept saying that as the effect went off, but yeah. So I activated Monster Reborn. And I activated Called by the Grave to the monster that they were going to reborn. So yeah, it was pretty funny. So I negated that. I love how the animation still plays even though nothing comes out. It's the funniest thing. Then they played Pot of Duality. I was like, oh cool, they're not going to special summon. Because so I was pretty happy with that. Then they got Skill Drain. I was like, why would you get Skill Drain? Like, Skill Drain is perfect with Dark Magician. But alright, sure. So then they went into defense. I don't know why. And they left this in attack. I was just like, I'm okay. I XC summoned into Ebon High Magician. I was about to say Illusion. Oh, what's wrong with me today? Anyway, so I summoned Dark Magician Girl with Magician Souls, and then I attacked that monster. Then I attacked the Synchro with Ebon, just so I can basically destroy it from the graveyard. And I got rid of that dumb Synchro, and then I used Harpy's Feather Duster, the one I got from the start. That was a bit oof. And then they left. So in this duel, something funny happens at the start, and it was just perfect. And also I got Solemn Judgment, which I really love having, because every time I set up my Dark Magician stuff with all my face downs and things like that, everyone always has Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster, so it's just nice to have Solemn Judgment just for that. Anyway, activated Magician Souls to summon Dark Magician, and then I played Magician's Rod. Look what happens now. They play Infinite Impermanence. I was lucky to have this just so it doesn't target my monster and my effect still goes through. I was just so happy with that. I was like, oh my god, luckily I confused them before that goes off and I still get a Dark Magician related card from my deck to my hand. So yeah, I was very happy with that. So I got Dark Magical Circle. I don't know why, I guess I wanted to see which card I want to draw into. So I got Magician Navigation, and then, it was nothing. There was nothing at the top three. It was just 2 Magician Navigation and something else. But the plan was, it wasn't too bad. Like, I discarded Magician Navigation for Apprentice, and it's nice to have that in the graveyard. I can negate any spell or trap they play, as long as I have Dark Magician on the field, and it's the turn after it was sent to the graveyard. And also Magician Navigation, banish anything, Solemn Judgment. So I was in a very good spot. And then, getting Dark Magician into my hand with Apprentice, it was really cool. So here they played this. I wasn't going to activate Solemn Judgment. So it was an Elemental Hero deck. So I was able to draw a card because they played a spell card. I got the field spell. They summoned Stratos, and I was just like, nope, Solemn Judgment, because Stratos is just broken with hero cards. They were going to activate this. I was like, oh, cool. I'm just going to special summon Dark Magician now because as soon as I summon Dark Magician, I'll be able to banish that monster. So, And if you're thinking about playing a spell or a trap card, like a hand trap or something, like that's actually a trap card, I'll just negate it with Magician Navigation. So yeah, I banished this monster with Dark Magical Circle, and then I activated Apprentice's effect to summon, well, sorry, not to summon, to get Dark Magician from my deck to my hand. But yeah, very good spot. Pretty much screwed them over. And then after they got this card, they left? Yep, they left. So in this duel, I get a very, very bad hand. This is when I added Maxi back to my deck, by the way. So I used Dark Magical Circle, and what? Big surprise, huh? Nothing. Always. I didn't set down Called by the Grave because I wanted a card in my hand to use Super Polymerization with. Because if I use Maxi and it gets negated, I won't have any cards in my hand if I set down Called by the Grave. So yeah. So I used Maxi. Because, you know, I always do it at the start no matter what they do. As long as it doesn't say I'm, like, the opponent's not going to special summon. Anyway, it's a danger deck. I really hate danger. So they summoned this, and then I got Solemn Judgment. Then they also summoned that, I think, or some other card. Because, you know, there's no effort when it comes to danger. That's when I used Super Polymerization. And then I discarded Dark Magician Girl. And I fused those two monsters into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. They activated Lure of Darkness because, you know, they want more cards in their hand. Then they summoned Goki Pole, or was like Goki Pole or something, I don't know. Then they went into Fairy Tale Snow. They put my Starving Venom Fusion Dragon face down defense. Then they summoned this, so I was like, okay. And they got that to their hand. Then they revealed that. Just put that to the graveyard, activated something. And I had to discard, so I got, I discard Magician Navigation, because, you know, like, like, that's perfect for Dark Magician. But all they had was this, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm not too worried now. Because I can just flip this back up, but I waited. So I used Soul Servant because I actually have Dark Magician Girl in my graveyard, so I'm able to draw one card. So I got Dark Magician to my hand, and then I activated this, special summon Dark Magician, banished this monster everyone jacks off to, and then I, yeah, went back to Starving Venom Fusion Dragon from defense to attack, or face down defense, and then I attacked. And then I set down Solemn Judgment, Skill Drain, and Called by the Grave. They were pretty much screwed. They only got 2 cards in their hand. So they did something with that. Summoned that. Then I think they're going to XC summon. Yeah, I think they're going to XC summon because they're both level 3. So I was like, alright, I'm going to use Solemn Judgment on this so they don't XC summon, and this pretty much becomes, yeah, useless. Here I went into defense mode because I'm not going to lie, some of these duels I played on PlayStation because I was just playing on PlayStation 4 for fun on my same account. And I pressed X on Magician's Rod to attack, but I realized I got to press square to go here and then go to battle. Whereas here, you can just drag your mouse to go into the battle phase without clicking here. So yeah, so that's why I went into defense, but luckily they only had 1,100 life points. Oh man. When are we going to get Dark Magician sleeves? I really want Dark Magician sleeves or something dark related. I don't know. So I discarded Dark Magician Girl and summoned Apprentice, and then I got Dark Magician in my hand. I got Magician Navigation with Dark Magical Circle, so I was very happy with that. I also have Maxi, which is really awesome. So they played Fire Formation. I was like, oh god, not Tri Brigade, but I think it wasn't Tri Brigade, luckily. So they used Ash Blossom on Maxi. I was kind of cool with that because I was like, alright, well, I have Magician Navigation and that won't get negated now. So thank you. Like, yeah, that's fine. So then they got that to their hand. Yeah, it was Zodiac. That's right. Yeah. So they set that down. They did something with this. Got more cards to their hand because, you know, Zodiac is just so dumb. Then they did something with this. Summoned a monster. I decided to use this now and just to banish this card just so they don't keep like going into other Zodiac monsters and then just summoning Zeus or whatever. So I banished that. Then they had, yeah, Enchantress, of course, and they got rid of Aramisa. I don't know why they didn't do anything with that, but it didn't matter. I had Harpy's Feather Duster anyway. So I used Harpy's Feather Duster, and then they used Ice Dragon's Prison. I was like, dude, did you forget about Magician's Navigation? So I negated Ice Dragon's Prison, and yeah, so I was in a good spot. Like, even if they had played that, I still would have been fine. So I negated that and got rid of this spell. Harpy's Feather Duster, woof! And then I XC summoned into Ebon Illusion Magician. Yeah, it's Ebon, not Ebon, so I do apologize about that. And then I summoned Dark Magician from my deck? Or yeah, I did. And then I used Magical Eyes Fusion and used my Dark Magician and Girl to go into the Dark Magicians, and it was pretty much GG. Yeah, it just feels nice having all of these magicians out on the field attacking. It's just so awesome. I was actually going to be the last duel. I think this is the duel where I actually summoned a bunch of magicians. It was crazy. So I'm going first. My hand is not too bad. Soul Servant, Magician Souls. Even if they negated Dark Magician coming out, I can still use Soul Servant. So yeah. So I set down Solemn Judgment. I use Soul Servant to get Magician's Rod, just so I can get like a Dark Magician spell or trap to my hand. And then I got the Fusion spell, well, the Ritual and Fusion spell. And I went into the Dark Magicians. And yeah, I didn't have another spell to play, unfortunately, to draw a card. But yeah, I kind of risked it here with Super Polymerization and Maxi being the only card in my hand. Well, they used Thunder King to get rid of the Dark Magicians. I used Solemn Judgment on Fallen of Elbaz because I'm pretty sure they were going to fuse my monster with Elbaz. Then they used Fusion Deployment to summon Elbaz again. And I'm like, wow, that's a really good strategy, unfortunately. Like, you know, Fusion Deployment with Elbaz is very strong, to be honest. So I summoned Albion, the Branded, and then they got rid of monsters in their extra, sorry, not the extra deck, the graveyard, and banished them. I was so happy when they summoned another fusion monster because they were both dark, and that's when I decided to use Super Polymerization, discard a Dark Magician Girl, just so I draw 2 cards with Soul Servant, because I have Dark Magician and Girl in my graveyard. And then I went into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and then they could activate more things here, and they got Elbaz to their hand. And then that fusion set down that quick play spell. I was just like, are you serious? Like, how dumb is that? That was just a normal spell card, so I wasn't too worried. So I discarded Soul Servant to summon Apprentice. They decided to use this quick play spell. Where's the text? Wow, where's the text? What a glitch. Is this because the new update came out and this replay is old, or they changed the way the wording is on this spell card? What the hell? Okay. So I was waiting for them to use their... Where the hell's the text? There it is, finally. So I was waiting for them to use their effects. I was just doing a bunch of things. I copied their details and effects and everything. I realized I made my Apprentice on 0 attack. I was like, oh crap. But it doesn't matter because I was going to XC summon into Dorito. It's actually Norito, but I call her Dorito. And then I XC summoned into Ebon, which you can do on top of Dorito, which is nice. That's when they decided to use their effect to make my monster 0. I was like, thank you very much. Because now, yeah, I get to summon Dark Magician from my deck. I discarded my other Dark Magician to summon Apprentice. I used Magical Ice Fusion to go into the one and only Quintet Magician. Destroyed all of their cards on their field, and it was pretty much GG. Well, they had something there and they went into that 3000 attack monster. It's like, well, you still lose because I get to banish that with Dark Magician, like Ebon's effect, you know, when a normal... Is it a normal spellcaster or is it a normal monster? Oh, normal monster. So yeah, like, if a normal monster declares an attack, Ebon can just banish any card my opponent has on their field. Pretty crazy. So anyway, this is my Dark Magician deck. This is the way I've been using it now. I kind of miss Maxi, to be honest. Like, it feels good using it again. Just most of the time I use Maxi, it gets negated, or, you know, it's just a dead draw. But I still miss it at the same time, because when you run into something like Live Twin or something like that, where they special summon like 50 cards in one turn. Like, it's really nice to have Maxi there, and yeah. Recommend some links for Dark Magician. Yeah, I just don't care anymore. But I'm not going to have like crazy links like access code and a bunch of links. I'm just going to have a few. That's it. Stuff to put like spellcasters in the graveyard to make it perfect for Quintet Magician to come out with 5 spellcasters having like different names and stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.